Hello VOD. Hello GX Eclipse. Hello Ezliz. Hello Mario. Hello Ifrion with the 10 stream streak. And hello Annie. How are you doing? How's everyone doing today? Ksenia with the first time chat. Hello. How's it going? Welcome back everyone. Today is another episode of Gregtech New Horizons Project Singularity, our very own creator SMP. Let's see. I think I'm gonna sleep. Let's go check up on the thing that we worked on last stream, which is our little gambling farm, our scrapyard. Oh my gosh, Ksenia with a follow. Zedeus, hello. It's ya boy Billy Bob with the first time chat and follow. Hello. How's everyone doing? All right, let's head over to the shopping district. I doubt that anyone has been on and checked out the shop, and I further doubt that anyone has spent any tofu coins, but we can at least see what we've gambled, which would be cool. I've also done a couple of touch-ups on the shop. So if you are catching up or new, I have made a full shopping district for our server. And the reason why is because I wanted to make a permanent spot for a build called Nine's Scrap. Here is Nine's Scrapyard. We made this over the last two streams. And we have our broken down EBF here in the scrapyard. We've got the signature Wally vehicle here with solar panels on top. None of them have exploded. That's really good. I added a bunch of solar panels because I realized that solar panels aren't just up all the time. They have nighttime and there's rain, both of which block the solar panels from working. So I have many more than I need. I think while fully calcified, these will produce a total of 4,000 steam per second, which is what we're after. So, and Ksenia, tofu coins are just renamed pieces of tofu that are pretty much, we've made it into a currency. It's Soy Cakes thing. It's Soy Corp with 3 and all of that. So yeah, we finished up the build. Ooh, we're actually running out of water, surprisingly. We might need to work on this, either with more world interaction upgrades or more of these water setups. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Okay. Yeah, so basically how this works is that the fresh water gets recycled by these things. It gets turned into scrap, which gets packaged into scrap boxes, and then unpackaged into a bunch of different loot. And then we can see up here. Here is the spoils of war. We've got 3 chrome dust, 6 tungsten, 3 titanium, and 1 platinum. And we are still in low voltage. So this is that's pretty hard to do. Titanium dust and tungsten dust, I don't think are possible to obtain in this voltage era anyway else. Platinum is very, very challenging. 88 diodes is really nice. 410 vacuum tubes. Okay, I'm gonna just take a couple of those because those are useful as heck. Forgot, what is that, calcite? That's pretty good. We're actually running out of aluminum, so I might take that as well. Tin. I love empty cells. Nothing else is like standing out to me, chat. Maybe a little bit of, is that nickel dust? We are running out of nickel. Coal dust. Leather is always good, but we can farm that now. Yeah, chat, I think we're doing really well. Hopefully we'll get some sales one day soon. But I don't think anyone has stopped by. The server's been pretty quiet because of holidays, so it's just been like me and jet lag and Hecuba. Hello, Calfsway, how's it going? First time chatter. Yeah, we did get a 3 mention there. I could just I could mint tofu coins, Ksenia. That honestly will probably be a bit at one of these points in time. It'd be really funny if we just started like minting coins ourselves. But I feel like it's a little bit funny. Reporting that I finally got my first AE2 drive online last night. Congratulations, that's awesome. So what are we gonna do today? I actually have a huge list of stuff that we can get to today that I'm very excited about. Let me just put some stuff away. So I want to finish this build over here. I'll probably do this part on my own, but over here, I had an idea where we could put our Tinker's Smeltery into here, stack it up real high. We don't really need the Tinker Smelter anymore, to be completely honest, but it's just fun to have one, I think. And it makes sense because this is like a lava theme build. We've got forges, we've got furnaces. And then below this, I want to do something called the Infernal Furnace. So you know about the Infernal Blast Furnaces, which we did the other day. These things are ridiculous. They smelt everything from like tetrahedrite to steel to redstone alloy, which is the superconductor for LV, within like a tick. And these things are really gas. They're really good. Normally redstone alloy in a blast furnace takes 40 seconds per at MV. Like, that's expensive. So these furnaces are really good, but there's another variant of them. Instead of the Infernal Blast Furnace, there is just the regular Infernal Furnace. And this thing, I hope it works the exact same way, but it just does furnace recipes. It says occasional bit of flux escapes into the environment. We're going to have to keep an eye on that because I'm not sure how that works. Let's see if the Infernal Blast Furnace is the same thing. Any items not supposed to go in this furnace will be vaporized. No, it doesn't say anything about flux, so I'm going to have to worry about flux. If you're in the US, you can make pennies now? Why is that? Why? What? Oh yeah, and then another thing, I have a huge batch of tetrahedrite that I'm gonna show off to you guys how fast this system is. The Infernal Blast Furnace is really nothing to mess around with. It's actually really, I might consider doing this in one of my playthroughs, like just normally. But check this out. Look at how fast these things go. And it's making not only copper ingot, but also antimony. So I just need to chuck all this stuff in here. I don't remember what antimony is good for. Do you guys remember? Hello, Jairus. How's it going? Yeah, look how fast it's turning through that. And not only is it incredibly fast, the recipes in the Infernal Blast Furnace are 2 to 3, which means you get extra copper that you wouldn't get normally if you just smelt this as 1 to 1. But you get 2 to 3 and you get antimony nuggets on top of it, and we're probably going to need to figure out something with these antimony nuggets because we're going to have way too many in a couple of seconds. But look at how quickly this is just churning through our copper. And already we have 5,000 copper. I was running out the other day. I wanted to go mining to get this stuff. So good. Batteries and soldering alloy. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's going to be mega helpful then. Let's just get the last of the tetrahedrite that's over there. That's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Nice, it went through the whole stack. Beautiful. Are there compacting drawers? There are not, unfortunately. I think that would be way too OP for this. You can't even craft 9 nuggets into an ingot. You literally, your only option, I think, is either melting it and solidifying it, which no, that's envy, so we can't do that. Or the worst option, which is to alloy smelter mold it from 9 nuggets into an ingot. That's just not a good recipe, but we have to deal with it. That is just how it goes. And there is 10k copper ingots right there in like 2 minutes max, which is kind of crazy. Don't you have a super big Tinker Smeltery for that? I don't know if antimony, can antimony go in the Tinker Smeltery? I don't think so. So in the meantime, we're just gonna get our ingot mold and extract on white, always active. And I'll just put the rest in here because it's not a big deal. Let's also get the rest of our sapphire dust out of there. Infernal blast furnaces are insane. So I'm very excited today. We're going to try to set up some infernal furnaces here and move our Tinker's smeltery. Not that we use this thing anymore, but I thought I might as well because it would look good. It fits the theme of the area. So let's just get going. How's everyone doing today? My holidays were good. I know someone asked that earlier, so I didn't say anything to that. Just had a chill at home with my family, which we haven't had in a long time. Okie dokie. So I think I want this. This will be the bottom of the smeltery. I'm going to move this block here. This shows the center of this structure. Joy to be doing a whole lot of nothing. Pretty much exactly that. It's a joy to do a whole lot of nothing. Did you get the Twitch affiliate thing? Yes, I did. So I have applied for Twitch affiliate now. I have filled all the conditions I need to fill in order to apply for Twitch affiliate. And I'm very excited. They will get back to me after about 2 weeks and I will do something. In the meantime, we need to figure out what we're going to do for our Twitch affiliate celebration stream. So if you guys have any good ideas, I think someone was saying start a Garden of Grind run, which is an idea. That is an idea. I think Neurotic Goose actually, I said like, hey, what if we did our next Project Singularity as a Garden of Grind collaboration, like just to everyone in Project Singularity? And Goose was like, hell yeah, I am totally on board with that. So I might save Garden of Grind for the next big multiplayer run and like not get it out of the box just yet. Alrighty. So it looks like we're going to need a lot more of these seared bricks, which luckily we found a solution to a while back. I will need to get grinding here. This is giving me throwbacks to the smeltery episode. I do want a really tall smeltery, so we'll have to see about this. I also need to figure out how to get lava and where I'm going to put it in the structure. Maybe I can put like a little thing back here. And then I guess we have some seared tanks that I can just chuck back here. Oh, these need to go like in the structure. Should we make a third one? Seared bricks, seared brick. That's not confusing at all. Thank you for following Yowie Dinner. That is a name. That is definitely a name. How's it go, my friend? What a beautiful base. Yeah, I'm proud of it. We've come a long way. We have come a long, long way. I dread the day. We're gonna need to tear down all of this soon and like remake the main base, because this does not hold up to the rest of the base, I don't think, right? And I dread the day that we're gonna have to like plan out a whole new base in here, but it's gonna be sick when it does come. I think we'll do that either in MV or like EV, because HV has a lot of content, MV and EV do not. So let's try to find whatever seared bricks we may have. I don't even know if we have much. Actually, I know where it might be. Oh, there we go. Our very last seared bricks. These all look the same. This is so hard to differentiate. The steel ingot, the deep slate, everything. Are you not moving to Garden Space Dimension? No, I think I kind of agree with this now. Originally, I didn't, but Hecuba had the idea that we should have all of our bases in the overworld so that way they look cool, and when people like hop on, they can see everything. Which I actually, at first, I disagreed with, but now I'm kind of seeing it, right? It's gonna have some lag implications for later in the pack, but we'll figure something out. I swear I had a huge, like, tank somewhere. Is it in here? We could just make another MV tank. What are we missing for this? Oh, just about everything. Lovely. Let's grab first an electric pump, then we need steel plates, which we've got. 2, 3, 4. Dark steel plate. We actually have that as well. 1, 2, and then I think we need 1 or 2 of those. There we go. So the first thing we're going to need is a lot of lava. I have something set up to get lava. Big ugly multis in the PDM. No, we got to find a way to make everything look beautiful, right? Even if it's a big ugly multi-block, we'll find a way. All right, I'm going to leave that to go. And then we're going to need to figure out how to get our hands on a ton of seared stone, which we actually have figured it out before. So this is going to be a lot like the smeltery episode, probably. MV will be a lot shorter than LV, I think. We have very little to do in MV, I believe. It's mostly just like tier-gated stuff. How did you get here? Oh, you probably spawned in the structure. Okay, alright. Let's get the Blicky. Let's get the F7. Oh, yeah. How are you spawning on redstone? That's crazy. I swear, GTNH mobs will do anything but be normal. All right, let's throw all of this in here. Fluid conduits, we'll put there somewhere. And then this will go in my inventory, and we're gonna head over to the duck base and see how much infrastructure is set up for what we have in mind. If they tore down the smeltery stuff, that would be kind of a shame, but we can always repurpose our current smeltery for that stuff. Let's see, let's throw that away, and then off we go. If you guys are new to the channel or haven't caught up or like missed this, we built a world height smeltery, and I definitely think it's still there, but I'm wondering if all the... Yeah, there it is. And let's go all the way down to the bottom here. I'm wondering if all the stuff for it is still set up. No, unfortunately. They got rid of all of the basins. Why would they do that? Alright, well, we can fix this. Pig iron? What the heck? Okay, that's out of the way. Let's move this as well. And then I'll wrench liquefied emerald. Oh, Goose has been using this for emerald. I see what's going on. Oh, gosh. What? No. Oh, gosh. I wonder if I can even get that out. Can I just destroy the controller? I feel bad about this, but I don't think he needs any of this anymore. Okay, That's good. Thank you for following. How's it going? AKA Boshi Kiyomi. Aka Boshi Kiyomi. That is a name. All right, we gotta set up all of these basins. 2, 3. So the way this works, and I'm actually gonna replicate this at my new smeltery, is that a pump can actually pull out of these smeltery drains if you have a Gregtech pump. And that is really, really effective. It's much faster than waiting for stuff to drain, but the cooling time is still there, so it's not like perfect. And then from these basins, we just pull a hopper, and it's as simple as that. I do wonder, it seems like all the hoppers are gone though. We might need to supply some of our own here. Singularity event made me like Magic and GTNH. Let's go! Magic is so good. I think the problem is that the documentation is often not there for it, so finding resources on how to get started is really hard. So, yeah. I understand entirely. I also, Magic was hard for me to get into. I didn't have any like I wasn't like a hater to begin with, but I certainly was confused by it at first. All right, let's get these hoppers, air them out. Let's put all of this back. I'll put the pipes back. I think we need a couple more hoppers than what we have. Good thing we have some. We have one. We have one hopper, guys. One. God damn it. This is a very easy fix now that we have the assembler, however. That one. That's the one. 8 seconds? That sounds about right. Magic equals Magic the Gathering in my head. You know, I never played Magic the Gathering. I think I missed out on a part of my childhood, probably. I definitely would have been into it. Uh-oh, why did my monitor just blink off? That's not good. All right. Silvers are like silverfish? What? Never heard that one before. We probably have a decent amount of cobblestone that we could just like harvest here. We probably don't need to do the whole nether thing that we did last time. I guess I could do that. Ooh, perfect. Just enough hoppers. Okay. Is there any cobblestone lying around so I can do a demonstration? Not really. There is a drawer here though. That should be good enough. And I have my dolly. Okay. All right, we can get this going. So the method that we did last time, chat, is we went to the nether. We mined netherrack like crazy. And then we turned the netherrack into cobblestone using a goofy ass little recipe. There might be a much faster way to do this now that I'm thinking about it though. Is there a mob that drops cobblestone? Because if there is, okay, it doesn't look like it. That would be really funny if it did. Because if there is, I'm sure that neurotic goose has the soul of it and we could just harvest it on the spike, but I don't think that's the case here. Damn. Drowning creeper? Maybe. I don't think the cobblestone is in the drop table. Let's go, let's make our way down to the where even is it? Ah, here it is. The back rooms of doom. We did this last time because mobs don't spawn on bedrock. So we just have this gigantic wasteland down here. Beautiful. That's pretty fast. That's not too bad. We don't need too much seared cobble. Just enough to get us, like, yay high, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably grind out the rest of it off stream or whatever. But I just want to see how bad it is and see if we can get somewhere. Hello, TBM Striker. Oh my gosh. Hello, how's it going? Welcome, Raiders. This is Gregtech New Horizons. What did you guys get up to in your stream? Where are you coming from? Let's do... Oh, I should put the hopper in my backpack, probably. Let's do this, then I'll put the hopper away. Finished our first BBF in GTNH. Lovely. Congratulations. Oh, I love this soundtrack. How are you finding GTNH so far? Hello, Rick Sharp. That's true. I could just do like a world interaction upgrade and just like have it feed in. Honestly, that's not a bad idea because I think I have a cobble gen somewhere. And then it can be done passive while I go do more important stuff. The problem is the lava. That's the real issue. I love it. I've played Moni Factory before and done a little practice with cheats in GTNH, but this is my first proper run. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're having a good time. Let me give a slash shout out. TBM Striker. This is our world height smeltery. If you guys haven't caught up with the project, it holds 12,000 items. Let me get some cobblestone crafting. Let's see how fast this is. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I wonder, can this pull? Oh, yes it can. Oh, yes it can. It is super laggy to shift click these items into here because it's doing 64 of them at a time. Oh, that's so funny. A reasonable size then? Yeah, obviously. The compensation station, as Goose called it. There's a meager 2.57 thousand items. You can see that if you scroll through it, you barely get cobblestone. Well, actually, that's a decent amount. That's like a good, like 1/6 of it is cobblestone right now. Let's see how that fares. Hey, Noah. What's poppin'? Probably I could not in one take. How, do I have like time to like pause it? Like what's the one take rules? For those of you who don't know, I do a lot of music. I have a pretty good ear. I do a lot of transcription as well. You can only record once. I don't know what that means. Oh, like, okay, but then I could just listen to it infinitely, write it all down. Hey, Rotid, how's it going? Okay, there's a couple of seared stone blocks. It's literally like 15 blocks. It's not that good of a rate. So we might definitely passive this actually. I'm curious with what DAW do you make music? Guess, Mackie. Hello, first time chatter. I want you to guess first and then I'll tell you. I think the answer is pretty obvious based on my vibe, but thank you, Noah, with the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate you. That's my older brother. We're getting to partner. We applied for partner. We'll have to see about how we get there. You exude Ableton energy. Damn, that's crazy. I guess it sucks to suck. All right, so we need a lava bucket, a water bucket, cobblestone, and the transfer node with a world interaction upgrade. That should be pretty easy. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. That's pretty awesome. That is very awesome, actually. I think I'm just underselling it because it's my brother who just did it, but transfer pipe. Remember this transfer node mod, Noah, from Sky Factory 3? Remember that shit? That was a good pack. Do we have ender pearl screws? Oh yeah. So what are we missing here? Conveyor module and small steel gears. Got that. Where did I put the motors? I remember Hecuba stopped by and sold me a bunch of motors. They're somewhere. Where they are? Oh, they're right here. What am I doing? And then I need a tin cable, which we probably have exactly one of. That's nice. Yeah, okay, so I do Ableton on Mac. That is where I'm at currently. I am an Ableton user through and through. You clocked me. Ableton is just really, it has a lot of like precise control, and the UI is very responsive and looks good. There's so many reasons why I'm like an Ableton apologist. It's kind of insane. All right, so if you didn't know, let me grab my wrench because I always get it stolen by the crafting bench. If you didn't know, a world interaction upgrade when placed on a piece of cobblestone between a bucket of water and a bucket of lava will create cobblestone indefinitely. It's kind of like a one of those like cobble gens that you would make in like or any type of skyblock pack. Let's see, do we have a cobblestone? A singular cobblestone? There we go. And then I'll need some blocks to like block it all up. First time chatter, Soccer Nemlak with 100 bits. Let's go. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. It's very hype. How are you doing today? Oh, I need to get lava. I guess there's lava over near the smeltery. Okay, let's get a little bucket of that. Why is there infernal brick here? Something went horribly wrong here, and I don't know what it was. I think we'll be okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up probably right next to the controller so I don't have to do much here. Let's go one, then this cobblestone, transfer node, world interaction upgrade. Let's get the water bucket here, the lava bucket here, And you may or may not see. Oh, there we go. There's some cobblestone. And it's filtering in. I am not sure how performant this is. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this is going to be performant at all. But it will slowly make us seared cobblestone or seared stone, which we'll need for our smeltery. This is how we built the last one. We need 20 cat pets now. Oh my gosh, Arceus, hello. I don't know what that was, but that is a very big highlight message. Hello, Tangerine. How's it going? Thank you, Kate Wolf00 for the follow. Thank you, GameKids7. I appreciate that. Kate Wolf is a crazy name. I like that. I'm a fan. Howdy, howdy. I chose it myself. Beautiful. Dan Holt. Wow, we're getting a lot of follows here. Said for every bit you could maybe pet the cat. That's true. I don't know where the cat is. I would need to like find him and grab him. If you really want me, let's say every 100 bits is $1, right? That's 100 cents. Let's say every 1,000 bits, I will go pet the cat 10 times. So we're 100 of the 1,000 bits. We need 900 more bits, and I will go find the cat, bring him here, pet the cat 10 times, and then let him go on his way. In the meantime, I also want to set up something else. We need to set up some infernal furnaces. Oh my god, Ifrian with the 500 bits, that's extortion. Oh my god. So the way we set up these infernal furnaces is we need to make a multi-block structure of obsidian and nether bricks and lava and iron bars. And then we just throw the item into the top and it gets pushed out the side. So we are 600 bits out of 10,000. That's so funny. Damn, Tazwell, you loud as fuck. Let's grab our nether bricks. Oh my god, another 1 bit. I can't keep track of all these 1 bits. Chat, you're gonna have to keep track of it for me here. Maybe there's like a thing that allows me to set a bit goal that I can track. I would need to look into that. Where is our iron fence? No, iron... bars, holy moly. I may suffer from short-term memory loss, but at least I don't suffer from short-term memory loss. 622 right now. Looks like we reached the 1,000. Wow, that's crazy. I trust Ezluz more than I trust any of the rest of you. Let's grab some of this deep slate tiles. We have homework, don't forget. What do we have homework to do? Am I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's how I divide everything. Let's grab this. And then I guess I can set this up here. Let's see, what does the structure say again? I wish it would save my page. So it's a cross of obsidian with nether bricks on the corners. Nether bricks on the corners all the way up. The cross of obsidian all the way up, except for those accepting blocks. Okay, I think I get it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Obsidian goes here in like a little cross shape. Then here we get the bar, and then the bucket of lava will go there. And then on the top, we put in the items. So what I'm going to do here, we want the input to be on the left and the output to be on the right, I think. I think that makes life a little bit easier. Let me... Oh gosh, I need a bucket of lava. That's what I need. I'm saying because I said the actual amount. Oh, okay. I used to spam form and break those. They would spawn a blaze if you break the furnace. What? Dude, that's some lore. Thank you for letting me know that. That's crazy. These things have such the funniest mechanics. They're just so goofy sometimes. A little dink water. All right, let me get up to what I'm up to, and then I'll get my dink water on. Do we have our bucket? Okay, there's the 500 bits. All right, chat. I'm gonna dink my water. I'm gonna give you a good F5 view of something. I don't know, maybe this. I'm gonna go find my cat, and we're gonna go pet him 10 times. Hello, everyone. Say hi to Newton. This is Newton. He's my depression cat. We're gonna pet him 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. He's done. He's not happy. Goodbye. He's a funny cat. He will always be right next to the action, but he never wants. He doesn't like being pet that much. Like whenever I start petting him, if we're like laying down, he'll immediately like wake up and like just get a move on. Like he'll get his ass out of there. Just wants to be close. I'll wake up and he'll be like sleeping with me in bed, but then as soon as I like pet him, he's gone. He's out. But he doesn't mind it that much. He's just a funny guy. Okay, so I believe if I face this direction, the output will be this direction. Okay, that's good. That's good. I also believe that this should give me warp, but it seems like it didn't. And the other thing that I believe is that, well, I thought that this would spawn flux, and I think it still will. We need to figure out, we need to automate this a little bit. I'm going to put a couple down, and then we'll start automating in a sec. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Have them all. Hello, Actor. I recognize your name. Do we know each other? How's it going? I want to put 3 of these down, because I think 3 is a good number. And yeah, you can say 3 mentioned if you really want to. I'll judge you though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an intake for bellows? Are you sure? Output is from the middle face? Okay, let's do some testing then. If that's actually true, let's what do we got to smelt, chat? What the heck? I guess we could go real simple with just some cobblestone here. And I'm going to open up some of this area just so it's a little bit easier for us to do this for now. Furnace for now. Okay. Okay, I threw in 32 cobblestone. Oh, I forgot about the bellows. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and it does just... Yep, there it goes out the front. That's kind of fun though, because then we could make a really cool item collection system where you can see it from up here, shooting the items out, and like all getting collected at the bottom. I actually really like that. That's going to be cool. I do admit though, I think I lack a little bit of foresight because either we keep this one block like recessed into the wall, or we need to dig out a lot of space so we can get our last arcane bellows in. Speaking of which, I think I want to move this up actually. I think that's what I want to do. So let's grab our bucket. Oh wow, it doesn't even mess with that because oh Here's the blaze you were talking about. Okay. Oh my god, he's invisible now? Stop that. Why is he just going everywhere? Oh, you know what I can do, actually? Magic. I still hear him. Oh my god, he's still here. Okay. Get an actual sword out. This guy is like an actual G. What the heck? I can't like hit him. I can't see him. He's like teleporting everywhere. Oh god damn. That's so funny though. Thank you for letting me know that would happen. It still surprised me. Hello, Raven the Wizard. How's it going? Magic OP, please nerf. Yeah, for real. Alright, let's try this one more time. I'm gonna set up many of these furnaces in one go. We're gonna try the Arcane Bellows, and we're gonna also try Ignis Essentia, which I don't think I actually need, because I think that was just for the Infernal Blast Furnace to make steel. We'll see though. I know that I will never get the last laugh, so. Then this, then iron bars. Oh my god, I have so much stuff in my inventory that's just so random. Okay, this iron bar, get my bucket of lava, chuck that in there, form the blast furnace. What did I do wrong? Why is he unhappy? Air block, nether bricks. Chat, I feel like I did this right. Am I going insane? Oh, I don't have enough viz. Duh. Duh. Silly 9. Dude, yeah, Singularity tech has been awesome. Duct has been teaching us all about how to lock in. Alright, I think I'm gonna well, actually, do we have another one of these viz relay thingy-majigs? Because there's a closer by node that I could use. Infernal brick. I guess we'll be okay. I'll let that charge up for a sec. Could get the sharpness 1 billion spike. Ugh, if only, man. If only. One of these days. There is a better way to do overchanting that we're going to have access to in MV, and I am so excited because the reason I made this mega build was for that. And I'm not gonna spoil the fun for you guys. You're gonna have to keep guessing, and if you know what I'm talking about, don't spoil it for the others in chat. We're gonna go on a very cool journey. We're gonna get I'm gonna try to get like looting or like sharpness like 100 or more on a spike, or no, not on a spike, on an actual weapon, which is kind of hard. Alright, that, then lava bucket. Does it include IV bags? No, it's fully doable in MV. Yeah, so I think these can take Ignis Centivis from a node. So we're going to get a couple of nodes going here. Or just one, actually. We have a couple of nodes, but we're just going to get one more going. Man, I can't speak right now. Just finished the tutorial on universal processing and wondering if you could have other multi-blocks on the same conduit pipe network. Not really. I wouldn't mess with that unless I knew exactly what I was up with. I would just recommend setting up universal with one type of block. If that, I don't know. It's complicated. It's a very complicated piece of tech. It's very touchy. Unless you're very familiar with it, it's hard to make additions or changes to it. Done a few of the scribbles, and I'm doing a fish power run. Fish power run. That's funny. So like biodiesel or something. All right. Let's get our arcane bellows. So that just like straight up, we have our bellows over here. And these bellows just are a straight speed improvement to the Infernal Blast Furnaces. I did actually craft out a lot of the stuff we would need today because I don't want to do any waiting today. I just wanted to do all of the fun crafting bit. So let's do bellows. It seems like there's only 3 slots for arcane bellows on each of these. And we have 3 infernal furnaces. So let's get all of this here. Tanned leather, air shards, electric pistons. We only need 9. And then we're good, yeah. Transcendent metal and HV. Yeah, don't tell anyone about that. He's going to try to get reactions out of people. Okay, I think, if I'm not wrong, I can grab this wand because I think it's just Ignis and maybe Terra that needs to form this. So I think we should be good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to, oh, that's a bellow spot that I didn't see. Okay, there is actually 4, so that's fine. We can make extra. I do want to test how much faster this is, though. I'm very curious. I don't know if I can Kobe this. Oh, yeah. I'm not really impressed by the bellow speed right now. This is Twitch. Hello. Did that speed it up at all, chat? That does not seem like it sped it up at all. I think we need the Ignis Centivis, which makes me think we're going to need to sacrifice one of these arcane bellows slots, right? Because in order to get the Centivis in, we need an actual like place for it to go. Huh. All right, well, if all fails, we go make a gigantic fucking node, all right? Well, a regular sized node, but one that can feed our Centivis to all of our different things. Let's go put all this away. I guess I'll keep some of the building blocks, get rid of the netherrack, keep the thaumonomenon. Let's go charge up our Greatwood Scepter, and then I need to do some stuff. We need an ethereal shard, this bad boy. So air shard or any type of shard plus nitor, and then we can go to Soy's infusion altar. Just do that. Let's grab entropy shard. Do we have enough nitor? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not bad at all. And off we go on a little adventure to Tofu Corp. It just gets magically pulled? Are you sure? I had to put a note, well, I didn't have to, but I did put a vis relay on my Infernal Blast Furnaces. And that seemed to work really, really well. Let's take a look. Because maybe I'm missing some bellows slots that I could be using on my Infernal Blast Furnaces. Oh, whoops, that was silly. I need to put this item straight in the middle. And then I have a wand, that's good. Let's click the button here to turn on the world accelerator, and that's going a lot faster. I think they have automated every single Essentia. Oh my god, is that all of their Essentia? What the heck? Wow, that looks like all 69 Essentias. And here's our ethereal shard. So this bad boy, Duct, taught me how to do some tech with this, and we're going to go over to his base for this. Huh. I didn't know that. Well, we can make it look sick as fuck if we need to. But actually, I would prefer not to use Viz relays for this build. Unless I can find something creative that looks good. All right, and what we're gonna do here is we are going to set up this ethereal shard. Oh, we need a couple of things. We need some glass and slabs, and then we also need some Salus Mundus. So actually, we can just walk across the pond here, because that's pretty close. I had no clue that the Centiviz feeds automatically, like wirelessly. That is... You learn something every day. You learn something new every day. What are we looking for again? Chat, I totally just immediately blanked. Salus Mundus. Which we have a little bit of. Not a lot. But we don't need a gigantic node here. And glass and slabs. Yep. There's going to be ads in 30 seconds, chat. I'm so sorry. We do need to have ads to disable pre-roll. This is a good time to plug if you want to drop your Prime subs. You can skip the ads, but no worries if not. But yeah, we only have a couple minutes till pre-roll comes back on, so unfortunately, it's just a Twitch thing I have to deal with. In an ideal world, I would run 0 ads whatsoever because I don't even make that much revenue on it right now. 5 primes where I'm doubling the ads, real. Real. Nice, that is a good amount of Salus Mundus. I remember putting some of those shards in his Macerator earlier, so I think those are actually mine, but we'll see. Well, actually, I think I've just been stealing from Soycorp. Whatever. I owe him one. Despite the Thaumonomicon entry, the Infernal Furnace no longer produces flux during use. Let's go. That's awesome. So here is Duct's set up for a Nebrism Planar Vortex. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? What I do know, because Duct has shown me this tech, is if you throw Salus Mundus... Oh my god, that is loud. Oh my Jesus. I'm so sorry, chat. Okay, well, let me put all the excess items down here. We don't need any of that. I am so sorry about that. I forgot about the jump scare. But that makes some ethereal essence for us, and that's what we needed. I should probably wait till the ad break is over, but we've done this before on our channel. Or actually on stream, TBH. So let's get this going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set up our ethereal shard. And then we're going to feed it these Nebrism ethereal essences. I don't know why this works, but apparently if you do this enough and you jar it, it turns into a node with the same amount of Nebrism. And when you break it down and turn it into one of these energized aura nodes, it has a ton of essentia, or Centiviz, I guess is the correct term. So I'm just gonna feed this for a while. We got ad break end soon. I'm almost kind of glad that you guys missed the jump scare. This doesn't need to be big. I think 256 would be more than enough, based on how the Infernal Blast Furnaces were. So I'm just gonna chuck like 4 stacks into here, and then I'll return the other stacks and just leave them be. I don't know what soundtrack. Oh, this is Celeste. Damn. It's kind of slaps. All right, I'm going to leave 3 out because I think that's good. Put the flint and steel back. Go down here. And I'm just going to let that node build up. It's going to take a minute to get to speed, and it needs to be energized via another node. And then we're just gonna can it later. We're gonna get it all into a jar and then call it a node. But I guess that we'll need to wait on that for a little bit. We're at 192. Actually, that's pretty fast. Add in the middle of the planner tech. I could do it again. It was loud as heck, but basically you throw the Salus Mundus into here. It summons a bunch of Neburism pixies or something. I don't know why it does that. And then you kill them with a looting whatever spike and get this ethereal essence out. That's pretty much all. I don't know how Duct did all the important stuff, like get something that makes the ethereal essence in the first place, but you'll have to see. He'll probably make an episode on it. All right, this is definitely good enough. We're gonna do this, which is the node jarring thing. And when we right click it with enough essentia, I'm gonna just use this wand, I think. I thought I was gonna use this wand. Do I not know how to jar nodes? Did I do this wrong? So many questions. Node jarring. Slab, glass, glass, glass. I mean, chat, that looks right to you, right? Am I insane? It's 70. Oh, okay, so I do need this guy to be full. All right. We wait a little. Our wand isn't big enough. Give that wand the juice. It's getting the juice. It's just slow. All right, there we go. I'll replace their wand into their setup, and then let's jar this bad boy. There we go. We have a Neburism node in a jar with 460 Neburism, which is really good. Do not place this down and de-jar it until you are very satisfied with its location. And I actually want to be very precise with this because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this. So we're going to need to do some planning with me, chat. I want the node to be in view whenever we put stuff in, but I also want it to be like far enough that it creates cool trails. I don't know. Let's actually just do this like fairly mathematically here. If I just put him right in the center here, 5 blocks away, I feel like that's a pretty good compromise. Like, that'll definitely look good. The second thing we need to do is actually get all the node stabilization stuff. So yeah, I could do relays and stuff. It's no biggie. Let me just grab this whole chest here because I have all the stuff prepped for what we're doing today. And I'll just chuck this over here. Put my wand back in here to charge. What are we doing? We need a couple more arcane bellows, which I'll get to. I think we made 9 and we need 4 more. So I guess we could just do that now. Silverwood planks, or greatwood slab, whatever the heck. And then pistons, which we also have. I think that's everything. Sure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3. Yep, perfect. Okay. And now we need our node stuff. So in order to stabilize this node, we need a node transducer and a node stabilizer. I don't know why. I don't know how any of this works. I could be saying the most elite jargon that could be all wrong, and I think you would still probably have to follow along just like that. And that's just how it is. A lot of this stuff just doesn't make any sense. We need a couple more thaumium plates and lavender quartz. I actually didn't prepare exactly correctly. Do we have any pistons over here? Yes, we have one. Okay, piston, 2 more thaumium plates. We need more lavender quartz. Arcane stone brick is close by. Gold spring, good enough. Advanced one is only for node bullying? Yeah, I'm using a regular node stabilizer. We're good. Hello, Dr. Phineas, by the way. Sorry, I didn't catch you on the way in. How are you doing? We turn this into lavender quartz for some reason. I don't know why it's just normal quartz. That is a very odd recipe in my humble opinion, but chuck that in the compressor to make quartz blocks, because of course you can't craft blocks in Gregtech New Horizons. I'm sick as hell. That's cool, bro. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That wasn't funny. I'm sorry, bro. Being sick sucks. I hope you get better soon. The 4th intake is for piping Essentia if you were to choose that route instead. I see. So I can only do... Wait. But the bellows definitely connected to it. We'll have to do a little bit of testing, I think. This is our 3rd node. You'd think I'd be better at this by now. Bellows connect to anything is just visual? Okay. I really trust you, Tutunctus. You are have a lot of good knowledge on this. I say actually. That's funny. What am I missing here? Nitor. Okay, 1, 2... Nitor. Here's our 2 node stabilizers, or 1 in this case, because I need a little more arcane stone brick. Then we're going to turn one of these into a node transducer. So I need 4 blocks of redstone and 1 comparator. That's the comparators in this game are a pain in the ass, but I did all the crafting ahead of time. The hardest part is making these circuit plates, which requires stone plates etched low voltage wiring, which requires we have a laser engraver. So what I did is I made all of this. I went over to Goose Island. I got the etched low voltage wiring, and I made us enough conductive plates for what we got to do today. Just to skip a little bit of the time crunch. What we need to do now is make some cathodes. I think we just need 1 for what I have in mind. So let's see if we can find a redstone torch here. Cathode, conductive plates, and our circuit plates are already in here. Lovely. So our cathode we make by putting a conductive plate and a redstone torch together. We're also going to need to grab some nether quartz, which we have a little bit of. And there we go. There is our comparator. Just took us an arm and a leg. Hello, Mr. Obama. I'm doing well. How about you, my friend? I'm Bing Chiling. We're finishing up some LV stuff that I want to do. And then we'll be on our way. I guess let me just grab this whole chest and bring it with us, because why not? We also need some type of redstone to power the node transducer thingy, and if you ever unpower it, it's a problem. So normally I just grab a redstone block, which seem to be missing for some reason. Where's our block of redstone? There we go. And just for the giggles, I like to chisel it so it looks a little nicer. I don't remember which is the best chisel. Ooh, some of these look kind of nice. Redstone superplex circuit. I like that. Let's make the bitrate a little bit better. I swear, like, Minecraft is a constant battle against the bitrate. Like, there's so much stuff in this game that it's just like bitrate killer 2000. Okay, Teru Teru Bozu will turn off the rain. Easy money, let's go. How was the Wally build? The Wally build went fantastic. I don't think anyone's been on. Why is a portion of our wall just gone? I don't think anyone has been on to like buy anything, but hopefully they will someday soon. So let's put our node stabilizer below, our node transducer above, and I'll just put the redstone block here. And in order to dejar this, I always forget, I think you have to left click break it? No. Is it with a wand? Do you need a wand for this? Oh, it happened with the Blaze PvP? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Took out some walls. All right, there's our node, and you'll see it's like shutting down, all of the aspects are going, but what we're actually doing is breaking down this Neburism, which is a compound aspect, into all of its primals. And for some reason, I think Neburism is a great, like very even array of all the primals. I'm not really sure if that's exactly how it works, but it does make really nice nodes, so I would recommend. And in a second, it'll probably come to life with everything that we need. Let's open up this guy. That's good. I'm gonna get rid of this arcane bellows down here for now because I trust Tutonctus here. I would be surprised if that worked. And I'm just gonna put all of these ones. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And there's our node, 21 primal aspects per. I don't know if these are taking Viz, but let's get our relays out and start like shooting some Viz nearby. I don't know what the best way to do this is, chat. Is your cat adopted or what? Mine came to my house, hunted a rat, and adopted himself. We got him from a shelter when I was younger, when I was very, very depressed. Does this do what I want it to? It might not be close enough here. That looks pretty good. I don't mind that. Plus, this stops the items from flying too far. We'll need to do something, but I think this is a good solution for now. There we go. All right, let's give it a try. Let's give it a whirl, chat. Let's give it something to eat through. Hopefully it'll be like 12 times faster. I don't even have stuff to smelt anymore. It's like I can't even think of what to smelt right now. The relays are kind of wonky. They need line of sight. Yeah, they're weird. I am not Kobe. Okay, that's like fractionally faster. I do have to admit, that seems a lot faster than our current blast furnace. And you can actually see the red particles making their way in here. We are going to need to do something about the items dropping down like this. We'll get like a pickup chute or something at the bottom. This is good though. This is much faster than probably the steam smelter. Maybe. The last test that I want to do is see about Ignis Essentia, because this might speed this up a lot faster. That is quite a bit faster than before. Oh! Oh! Why did all my items go? What? What? What was that? It's not even faster, bro. Okay, what did I lose? How is that even an option? I lost the God Hammer. I don't think I lost like that much. How is it possible to throw all of these item slots? And this isn't even that fast. Maybe. Oh, god damn it. Alright, chat, does anyone remember what I lost here? Oh, fuck. I might need to... Chat, what do I do about this? Well, actually, I don't care about the healing axe. That's really easy. Is it just the hammer? Because I guess I could go and get some more carbonite, but man, that is so sad. How does that even happen? Let's get a healing axe. Ah. What am I gonna do without my hammer? So sad. Alright, chat. We'll live, probably. Yeah, I can't believe there's a keybind to drop my whole hotbar. I'm like stunned. Why is that a thing? I think in a normal game I would probably roll a backup, but I would want to ask the other Project Singularity members before doing something like that. I don't think so. It seemed like it threw everything, because the Deep Slate came through as well, right? Hurts my heart. That's okay though, chat. We'll be okay. We're pretty rich. I do feel bad because that was Flurbin's Godhammer that he gave me, right? So I do feel bad about that, but everything is pretty easy to obtain. Like the healing axe is not a biggie. And I'm glad that we kept both our other unstable overchanted tools. Or not overchanted, like the really hard work tools. The problem is finding Carbonite is going to be hard because we pretty much got all of it out of the Twilight. Like Flurbin worked really hard to do that. So finding any more magical wood is going to be kind of a challenge. So what I'm going to do here, just so we don't have any further accidents, is I'm going to go immediately with some open crates. We don't have any more. Can I make some more? Yes, I can. We got our wood screw. And what else do we need? A screwdriver. I am going to put these open crates above the thing so we never have to make this mistake again, and no one does. So the only thing that goes in there is what we intentionally put in there. I love Flurbin, yeah. I hope he's doing well. I think he's vacationing. So he's having a good time. Alright, open crate. Cobblestone deep slate. So the only thing I'm really worried about is my hammer. The healing axe, all of the rest of that stuff is definitely replaceable. The hammer is the one that I'm really, really sad about. But we'll find something to do. Flurbin is like my LeBron after I understood how difficult reading the Thaumanomicon is. Yeah, it's pretty hard. He really went through it that day. Okay, we need one conduit to round robin. We need some filtered item conveyors, which I think must be in this chest over here. Oh, and I just swapped to my hammer, and it's not there. Oh, the pain. Oh, man. Oh, man. There is probably... I don't think I've died with this hammer. That's one of the main problems with this, but for now, I think we can make a replacement. I'll ask the team what they think about me, like, either red wrenching it in or loading a backup or something. When is the funeral? That's true. Yeah, I think we just need to take this in stride, though. Like, honestly, it was a mistake that we made. I'm surprised that there's a keybind that can do that, and I've never run into emptying my entire hotbar. It must be like space and Q at the same time. But we did, and that's just the reality of things, I think. I was so comfortable with that mining tool, though. Yep. Yes, Soy did do that. But that was for a glitch. That was like an actual glitch. This was a mistake. So it is a little different. Alrighty, so we need to split the items evenly. What I think I'm gonna do, actually that's not even the most, oh, and we need a wrench, duh. Damn, this is just like kicking me while I'm down right now. I'm gonna do this, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be our junction here with our round robin conduit. Hello. There we go. And I guess we'll do our input on this side. Really not, I don't really have a lot of space here. Let's do insert on black. Insert on black. And then we'll do extract on black round robin on this side. If we even can. Can we reach this while being in the hitbox? Always active, round robin enabled. Do that, and then let's also get some black paint here. I'm sure your items made an especially hot bar / ingot for you. Ugh, if only. I probably should have set this up in the beginning. We live and we learn, right, chat? We live and we learn. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is this is going to be our input line. I'm gonna get an input chest here and maybe a couple of like drawers or something, storage drawers, something that we can do here. I think, let's actually go up one block. I'm gonna do, we'll get barrels first. Yeah, we don't even have spray paint. We're like in the dark ages right now, I'm not gonna lie. And then maybe some like framed drawers would be pretty cool. Do we have carpenter's blocks? That's LV. Iron screw 3 wood frame boxes is LV. Okay. We need like, how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Maybe one more. Hello, Aurorius. Cheers, my friend. Hello, Nutwy. Thank you for the follow. We're doing okay. I did just take a gigantic L, and I deleted a bunch of my items by throwing them into an infernal furnace, so I'm still sad about that, but we'll be okay. We take L's and we live with them. We move on. We learn. We mostly learn. And we take more L's. That's how life works. So I'm gonna get some wood frame boxes here. We want some nice framed drawers. There's that. And then iron screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Billy Harrington with the cat lurk emoji. Love that. Okay, and then we need 4 chests. Learned a new shortcut, I guess? Yeah, for real. We learned a new shortcut today. The only important thing we lost was the hammer. And that's really sad because it had like a lot of mining speed on it, like a ridiculous amount. But you know what? It's okay. There's that and that. How's the song production? Oh, Billy. Billy. Who's Billy? There's our carpenter blocks. There's our framed drawers. And then we can throw this in the framing thing to make our deep slate drawers. And I think we have enough conduits and stuff to make this work, so. Shiny Bucket with the raid. Thank you, my friend. How's it going? How was your stream? Can Dynamism tablet level Tinker's tools? That's a great question. Actually, the devs took a vote on this one of the other days. I remember seeing this, and I think they're going to allow that now. I don't think they allowed it before, though. Should I move this one block in so I can put all these drawers? I think so, honestly. He's really blend in with the wall. I'm gonna need to create some depth here. This is just like impossible to see, but that's fine. Still pre-LV on my 5th hardcore world. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you had a good stream today. Thank you for the raid, my friend. More steel and more steam. That's what you need. Let's give a shout out to Shiny Bucket here. Shiny Bucket. Thank you for the raid, my friend. And then filtered import conveyors because they have a ridiculous tick speed. It's like a bunch of stacks per tick. It's like UIV level. All right, so that should be our input. And what that will do is round robin distribute whatever items we put into this chest or these drawers into the blast furnace. We must beware. This will trash items. If you have stuff in offhand and accidentally put it in the drawer, it will go. So maybe I should put like a switch on that just to make sure that people don't have any mistakes. But let's try it here. Probably got thrown into one of these. Did it smelt everything? Wait, I don't see any stone. So something's wrong. Are the items stuck somewhere? Hope more people are back to streaming Project Singularity after the New Year's. I hope so too. Oh, for some reason, oh, I get it. Um, Wait, no, I don't. Why are what? How is it doing that? These have filtered conveyors. What? They shouldn't be able to enter these drawers. Um, Something malicious is brewing, chat. We might need restricted item pipes or something. How did you do that? All right, that should work. There we go. Now we're throwing items. Honestly, chat, I'm not even sure if this is faster than the Steam smelters, but it is free. Filter conveyors don't block input? Really? I could swear that they do, because on this setup, with all of these filtered conveyors, we never have problems. But I guess these are filtered drawers. So I guess that's true. Huh, that's so weird. But then they never try to make their... I feel like no items ever try to make their way into here. Hello, WPB Fluff. How's it going? I might need to do restricted item pipes. Let's see, how do we do this? Small restrictive electrum item pipe, or I guess normal restrictive. It's just 3 steel rings. That should be fine. We can do that. Looking forward to MV in January? Yes. We've got some mana enchanting. Oh, I just spoiled it. We've got some stuff to do that you guys totally don't know about, that doesn't exist, that you don't know about. Oh, of course it gets stuck there. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I wanted the aesthetics to look beautiful, but we might be able to do something. We might still be able to do something. I think we can take microblock panels, and that would probably actually work. Or, second question, could we put the Viz relay on the back of this? It's dubious. Yo, okay. Can I furnace smooth stone? No, I can't. Okay. Almost forgot my biggest accomplishment. Today I completed all the required research for Icorium by hand without any guides or research completers. Let's go. I did the same. I did a stream where for the entire stream, all I did was do research, Thaumonomicon research for Icorium. That was the entire stream. Man, I do kind of wish this was faster. But it's like fairly easy to scale at least, so I won't have problems with that. And then right at the bottom, what we can do is do a collection system here. We don't want to do a hopper. We could do like hopper hawk. We could do item collector, a whole slurry of different options we have. Let's get this restrictive item pipe. How does this work, chat? I have come to the realization that I actually have no clue how restrictive item pipes work. We might need to abandon the drawer idea. Or at least set it up better. Yeah, Goose has done all of the research so far. I think we're like good on research forever. All right, let's get a item collector maybe, or we could do Hopper Hawk, which I think is more on brand for us. Do we have any? Yes, we do. It's not floating though, so we need to fix that. Do we have any floating flowers? Glimmering flower, pasture seeds, dirt. Pasture seeds. Where are pasture seeds? I guess we'll have to make some. And I think that is using grass. Religious pasture seeds? Pasture. But yeah, close enough. And we will need to find some type of like flower. We'll use a mystical red flower. Why not? We need the glowstone first. There we go. Glimmering flower, pasture seeds, dirt. Then add the floating flower to the floating hopper hawk. And then we're golden. And then I'm going to get one more of those steel things. And we need as many item pipes as we can actually handle. I don't know if we have more. Oh, but we do have electrum plates, which is very, very good. The purpose is to smelt items really, really fast, really goddamn fast. We have had some smelting throughput issues, just like regular, like vanilla ass furnace smelting. And I wanted to just amend that today, because why not? And then we can make a sick build out of it too. So like, why not, right? So what we're gonna do is gonna get one of these steel barrels that look so good. And we're gonna go find, there we go. Basically, the steel barrel is going to be responsible for picking up all of the items. The hopper hawk will take any item that is around and teleport it into the steel barrel. And then we'll pull that from here with these item pipes all the way up to the top. Let's get our paintbrush out. Yeah, we still got a paintbrush because we're an LV and we're broke. Can't even make spray cans yet, I don't think. It's just we're out here with technology right now. Technologia. Does anyone know why my mini map is always dark? Are you in a cave? Are you underground? Because that would do it. Ooh, I also lost my... Oh, actually, my voiding drop filter is still here. That's good. So it's just the God Hammer. All right, there should be an egg in here. Yep. All right, let's try the system right now. It's not super quick. I think we might see better rates with a bulk setup, but you can see the items are coming down. They look good. The system looks good, and that counts for something. The Hopper Hawk isn't really picking shit up as far as I'm aware. Oh, there we go. It's just a little bit slow. Okay, that's not too bad. Is a stream playlist available somewhere? I just go off the noggin. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every single day that I stream, I will put on my own music, whatever I find fit. So, uh, I don't really have like a set playlist. I kind of just go off. I DJ it myself. That's one of the reasons I'm on Twitch. All right, what can I smelt in like absolute bulk? Raw mutton, that would work. Let's just do it. Let's try it out. I should make it so you have to hit a button in order to send the items down. Like maybe I should make this redstone toggle. Because I don't want the exact same thing to happen where someone like shift clicks the wrong thing into their inventory. All right, that's not slow. It's certainly not as fast as I thought it could be. We can try one more thing, which is pumping Essentia into the structure. Um, and I feel like this Hopper Hawk is really slow. Like, what's up with that? Let's try the advanced item collector. Or like the item collector, whatever Goose is using. Robot arm, hopper, diamond. Okay, that's pretty cheap. Of course, the thing that we're missing right now is not circuits or anything else but tin cable, my arch enemy for the all of the days, all of the nights, every time, all I thought that was a creeper. But we can buy it in small amounts every day. Honey, it's time to buy more tin cables. Honestly, I'm thinking about this. I think this is too scary a system to use. Because like imagine losing your items. That would be so sad. I just did that, right? I don't want to put that on someone else. We need to figure out how to automate this in a way that's very, very safe. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. See, what I can't tell is it faster than the other smelting situation we have? I guess it's free because it doesn't use Steam. But I was really hoping that we would be able to one ticket like the other stuff that we have. Hello, Dark Player. How's it going? Trap chest is a not gate. I like that. The problem is that I don't think I can get these filtered conveyors to respond to redstone. So we need to find some other solution for redstone response. I think we could do translocators, item translocators, which are really fast. These are pretty good. Dangerous furnace for a dangerous smeltery is on brand. That is kind of true. It is kind of true if you really think about it. Let's try it out with both Ignis and the other stuff. Hopefully this like makes this thing 12 times faster. It's not really It's not really doing much here. So I think it's an either or situation. Damn. Well, that's okay. We tried something new today. I think I might leave some of the creative stuff up to tomorrow. But I guess what we can do is at least seal off the rest of this. And then like turn it, make at least the floor look pretty good. Let's get some steps. Wow, that's a lot of steps for not a lot of blocks. That is, in fact, raw mutton from the Hecuba base incident. That is very, it's a very keen eye you got there. Hey, Stardust. It's, not much is happening. We just set up some infernal blast furnaces, lost a couple of items. That's okay. It happens. I think let's look into these transvector or item translocators, which I feel like we should have extra, but for some reason T-Search is not coming up with any, so we might need to make some here. We need aluminum. Is this enough for 2? Which is pretty much all I need, right? Thoughts on bees? Bees are the goat. Bees are really good. I'm not doing them because I think Logan is doing a lot of it. Chief Logan and like 3 are doing a lot of bee stuff. So I am free to do other stuff. And plus, once you've done bees once, I'm going to be honest with you, doing it again does not sound very attractive. It's like doing Thaumcraft research, right? Like it can only be so fun so many times. All right, so there's like a couple of upgrades we can put on these things. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure. I'm fairly sure that if you put redstone on these, they respond to redstone upgrades. And then I think, maybe it's diamond, maybe it's glowstone that you need to put on it for like a really huge speed increase. And let's get a lever just to test this out for now. There we go. Grab our crowbar, take off this cover, grab this, item translocator, I hardly know her, redstone, there we go. And then, I gotta admit, that is not what I expected to happen, but I think that might work for our purposes. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna get a button. Hopefully. And we're gonna get a redstone torch. And this should essentially do what I want it to. Let's see, do we have anything to cook? As soon as I like need to cook something, I feel like we have nothing to cook. I do remember now I have some copper dust. Let's try this out. I have no clue why all the instances have the same IDs. So we don't want to send the button. We have put stuff in our inventory, but let's try. Let's see if we press the button now. Okay, we need this pipe to be one way, and I think restrictive item pipes are what we need, but I'm really not sure what they do. Does anyone know what restrictive item pipes do? Okay. The reward restrictive item pipes allow you to prioritize destinations. Locations on the other side of a restrict pipe are treated as much further away than locations on the same side of a pipe. So I guess what I'm asking then is if I put a restrictive item pipe right here, will it not try to send the items back? Let's get a couple of stacks, because it was doing this with a couple. Yeah, you see where I'm coming from? Like, maybe this works. It's very, very slim chance. Not looking good. Oh, well, that would explain why it's not looking good. Okay. No, the items flow back. I wish there was a way to make a one-way right here. You guys have any ideas? Maybe we could put a conduit here? Because I guess the conduits are one way. This is the jankiest shit I have ever concocted. Oh, come on. You know how to do this. You can do this. It doesn't like the conduit. Damn. Anyone else have any good ideas for one-way item send? Like our chest buffer. Hopper wouldn't work. All roads lead back to item conduit. I'm hip. I'm hip. Ivy hull with conveyors. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're actually cooking here. You might be cooking here. Because we have the filtered conveyors, right? I could swap this to export. Hull. I know how to spell. I know. I promise, chat. I promise. LV machine casing. LV machine hull. We need wrought iron plates. Dude, my inventory is such a mess right now. What are you doing, you silly guy? I'm busy. All right, then export here. Then this, then this, then this. Chat, it's looking pretty good. I cannot lie. The iron ingots are flying. Disrespectful. That's not bad. I was really hoping that these guys would be able to one tick. Oh my lord. Dude, I can't even see the chat. Holy shit. Hey, Leaf, how's it going? Leaf, hello. So Leaf was my original GTNH conspirator and the person who got me into GTNH. And that was my first run, the grid run. He unfortunately dropped out pretty early. But hello, Leaf. How's it going? Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Holy moly. And happy holidays, my friend. How are you doing? All right, chat, I have to admit, that's not terrible. I want to see how big of a like amount of items we can do in one go, because that's pretty important to this, I think. Damn, Leaf, that's crazy. Quiet guy gets a first time chat and a sub. Wow. Thank you again, Leaf. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Dude, everyone's coming out of the woodworks to say thank you. Alright, let's drop off all nearby items. Put the hopper hawk back where it goes. Redstone and glowstone I can put back here. Steel plate we can slap in here. Let's do a gigantic amount of copper, whatever the heck. I think this is doable. Only does 4 stacks at a time. That might be a problem. And some of them come back through. How? Oh my gosh. So much flaws with this system. But we are making copper ingots at the end of the day. I may have to... We're going to need to think about this, chat. They're coming back because this reverses polarity, right? For some reason, the redstone, there will be an item in here, and when it reverses polarity, it sucks the items back in. I wish that this just turned off the functionality of the translocator, but actually, wait a minute, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can just have this like this, so the redstone control never changes. Oh, okay, I think we just fixed it, chat. And I don't need any of this now. Oh, well, I still need... I guess... I definitely need the item pipe, at least. So now we can just put this here, and it's not redstone controlled, and it's always accepting items. And I think that fixes our problem, because now, when I press the button, items go through, but when it's reversed, there's nothing that can pull anything. Okay, I think that works. It'll still only do 4 stacks per, but I think we could probably do a longer button. Are there buttons that last longer? Big button. I like big buttons and I cannot lie. I'm sorry. I could... Dude, fucking Corvus and I, one brain cell. Alright, there's no item backflow, which is good. And you know what, chat? That's pretty fast. That's gotta be faster than a steam oven, right? It's not the best, but it's ours. And here's another thing I'm gonna do, just for now. I think I'm gonna wrap up stream soon, and we'll have to continue this tomorrow. But I want to do at least one thing that I've been thinking about for a very long time. Let's see, do we have any... Where is that thing that I want? Ah, right here. I was thinking a spot to put barrels with a dolly. I don't know how we would end up doing that, though. Because we need to connect multiple things to... Well, okay, wait a minute. I actually think I can cook here. I think we can cook here. We can do the original drawer thing. We'll need more translocator interfaces, right? But then we can just put pipes here and here. And that, oh my god, please, please. And that should be able to hook up to the transvector interfaces. And then we can just hook up the pipe at the end of the day, all said and done, right here. And then we could just put like upgrades in here, and then you just fill the drawers yourself. And you still need to press the button. I'm not sure how we're going to get this redstone signal through. I guess we could build up the smeltery a little bit and put red alloy wire through here. I'm not sure how well that stacks though. Hey Jumper, it's going well. No red alloy wire. Why would we ever have any? Redstone alloy, red alloy. Not faster than 577 coke ovens? Yeah, no, it won't be. But coke ovens can't do furnace recipes, so I'm not feeling too bad about that. And plus, we can always add more infernal blast furnaces for a cost of nothing, right? They don't have a fuel. They don't require anything of us. They just exist and they do processing. There's no steam. So I think we're good. Like, that is giving me hope at the very least. Okay, these don't share block space. Can I do something like some slabs? Getting in and out of here, probably not the easiest thing. But luckily this is a one and done setup, so. Okay, somehow I need to get this redstone signal. I guess this is doable, right? Because I'll just set this here, that there. Looks a little more penis shaped than I was looking for. All right. Okay, thank God that works. I can't put red alloy on the back of architecture blocks somehow. So I guess we need to make micro blocks. Damn it. Do we have a micro block saw here? I could have sworn I made one. No file. Forge micro blocks are kind of peak for redstone stuff. They are a little bit laggy on a large scale, so do be aware of that. But they're not that bad. It's just if you're like doing insane shit with them. Okay, 1, 2, that should be enough. There we go. All right, so we need 2 more transvector interfaces and a little bit of paint. And then that should actually work. And then we can also do overflow items go into these drawers, I think is the best way to do this. Maybe this should be drawers first, then the output. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I guess the only way these would overflow is if you're doing like a bulk of stuff, and then I guess this is fine. It's hard to manage all the logic for this sometimes. We could put some type of like fire thing right in the middle here. I'm trying to think of what. Dude, the copper is still going. Holy moly. Let's put some of this stuff back. I lost a dolly. That's true. Let's do this. I'll throw this in here. You two in here. Grab that. That. Biz relay can go in there. Okay. 2 more of those thingy-majigs, and then I think we're good. You know what I'm talking about, chat, the thingy-majigs. Unfortunately, I do think we need to smelt up some aluminum for this, but I can get everything else prepared while we wait. The first step in aluminum smelting is turning the aluminum dust into aluminum raw, and then we can smelt it from there. No file. Real. Aluminium? No, I'm not English, bro. I'm not British, bro. You can't make me say that, bro. I will not say aluminium. All right, there's our raw aluminum. And from there, we just chuck this into our EBF. I think circuit 1 is needed for this. 75 seconds. I'd rather kill kobolds right now. I think we need to make a kobold farm soon, because we're going to need a lot of aluminum for MV. And then what was I doing? Let's get all the rest of the stuff we need for 2 translocator thingy-majigs. 2 sets, more like. Brass pipes, got. Aluminia. Make 500 EBFs easy. You know, I did make an EBF just to flex it the other day with our junkyard build. I guess while we're here, I can go head over there. Wait for that aluminium to smelt. The French insisted that elements be... Dude, I knew it would be the French, bro. It's always the fucking French. The one that hurt me the most is that Tuj said iodine instead of iodine, and the reason that hurt me the most is because he's right. You don't say chlorine, you say chlorine. You don't say fluorine, you say fluorine. So iodine just makes sense, and it kills me that it does. It really kills me. Did we gamble anything good? Dude, we've got 6 tungsten. What can we even do with this? Oh my god, what is that? Yellow metal catalyst. We need EV and nichrome, so that's not happening. Can we make end steel? Wait. Can we even do anything with end steel? Melodic alloy. We can theoretically probably make stellar alloy dust, but I don't think that gets us anywhere. Oh, we need knack. Never mind. Mar 2200, that's not really helpful. Tungsten carbide is HV. Tantalloy 60, that's soon. It doesn't seem like there's anything useful we can do with this, sadly. Celestial tungsten is UEV, that might take a little bit. But we do have a little bit of plat. Dude, I feel like we've been low rolling on platinum. I want a little bit of this because we can make platinum ingots in the furnace, right? And then we can make a vambrace of steady progression. What else can we do? Are there timed levers, chat? Project Blue? No timed levers, sadly. French people, bro. Lever. Lever. I already left her, bro. Oh. Shucks. State cell. That's a good idea. I love me a state cell. Infused silicon. Oh, I mean, oh, God, what the fuck is this recipe, dude? Alright, I am not messing with that today. I think let's sleep on it. I'll get some ideas tomorrow. We'll finish up the build. I think I'm gonna do a gigantic like tower with the smeltery up here. And we're not gigantic. And then we'll finish up this a little bit. But I think we're in like a pretty decent spot, honestly. Why can't you sort inventory? That was a little bit of lag. I don't need cooked mutton. Don't think I ever will. So we're just going to trash that. Thank you, Sherazar. I'm very proud of this base. All right, we've done it. We've deleted all of our, well, actually, we've deleted our most important item today, and we've also experimented with new technology. I think this is a pretty successful day. We'll have to refine it a little bit. I have to see about my hammer. I'll keep you guys updated what we end up deciding with that. Either like roll a backup or just like cheat the item in as if we had rolled a backup. But I think this one is my fault here and we just need to take the L. It's unfortunate. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, and I had never seen the throw all of your inventory hotbar button before, but I guess that's a thing. So keep it in mind. If you're pressing space and Q, it will throw your entire hotbar. All right, chat, let's go find someone to raid, and then we'll call it a day on that. Let's see, GTNH. Let's see, who's playing? A lot of Russians today. Orange Creamskull's playing Tarkov. 3J Lowe's is up. Playful Piano. Dude, there are so many new, like, a lot of GTNH streamers now. It's kind of fire. I have never seen Quest Wizard before, and I'm liking their vibe. So let's go raid Quest Wizard and see what they're up to. I want you to give them as much love as you can, and I'll say the normal stuff that I say. Thank you for joining me. Be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can. Even when you make mistakes like deleting the most important gifted item in your inventory, you must be kind to yourself and move on and learn to make do with what you got. Peace, everyone. Have a good day.